Three, two, one. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you today with my 2x1 roof bunker base design. And this is for the Rust Council. And this is a base build for 2021. And I call it the Diamond. And this is for the Xbox One X, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and for all the OG Xbox and PlayStation people out there. This is a base design primarily for solos and duos. You can fit a trio in here, but it's a little bit kind of a tight squeeze. But I made it especially for my solos and duo players out there that have problems in the beginning of wipes on the Rust Council Edition. So let's get to the build, and then I'll show you my base and how I've outfitted it to fit my type of game style, or gameplay style, rather. And let's get to the base build. All right, so. Sorry, I had to fly over there. But your very first piece that you're going to be laying down is a triangle foundation. The point of it's going to be away from you, so go ahead and lay that down. Once you got that down, you're going to put a solid wall with the hard side facing outward. After you got that, you're going to go ahead and put a double doorway frame and a set of double sheet metal doors there with a wood lock on it. Now, the other side that I've put on here is optional. This is a window frame, and I've stoned it all out. And if you got the BP, you can put a window on both sides. If you don't, I would use the double sheet metal doors. Now, the reason why that there's access on both sides of the TC is because this is a double-sided or double bunker base. So if somebody's raiding one side of your base, you can gain access to the TC loot from another and then take it out and seal it off. Anyways, all right, so let's get to the base build, and we'll talk about more of the stuff that I've done to this base and more about why it's good for you as a solo duo. Once you have this triangle down with your TC, now you can only put the resources you gather inside the TC and the components you gather inside of a little box in front of the TC. Your other items that you've gathered in the beginning of this wipe, you're going to have to put in a bush in a small little wooden box with a sleeping bag next to it, and make sure you lock the box with a wooden lock. Now, if you're a duo, this base design in the beginning of wipe will be a little bit difficult because you'll have to use wood locks and you don't have a lot of metal. Once you get metal, you can use the key code locks to help your teammates out, so you don't always got to open the door for them. Anyways, with that being said, you're going to go ahead and lay down 2 square foundations on the right side of this from the door and on the left side of this from the door. Once you do that, go ahead and stone them. Then you're going to get triangle foundations, and you're going to go on the first square foundation and put 2 triangle foundations attached to it, just like so. And then on the left, you get 2 as well. Go ahead and stone those. Now, once you have this done, you're going to, I'll show you the footprint of it so you're not confused. I'll hold it there for a second and we'll build the rest. So that's what it should look like now. You have kind of the outline of 2 2x1s smashed together. All right, once you got this down, in between the cracks of the triangles, you're going to go ahead and put raised triangle foundations. Just like so. Go ahead and stone those, and this will be the entrance of your bunker bases. Once you got that down, you're going to go ahead and put your full walls around your squares. Put those down, just like so. And then you're going to put 1 full wall separating both bunkers. Once you have that down, you're going to go ahead and stone. Just like that. And then for your raised triangle foundations, you're going to go ahead and put your half walls. So your half walls like so, 1 in the middle. And then stone those out. Once you got this all stoned, I'm going to go ahead and just show you what this looks like from a top-down view again. All right, you should get it by now. And then go ahead and put your ceiling tiles in. And feel free to fast forward this as well if you already know how to do this. Now you're going to go ahead and put your triangle ceilings down. Now, when it comes to the bunker entrance on the left and right like this, I like to put them on the left. There's 2 of them. On the right, there's 2 of them. Then I like to stone out the roof. Alright, once I got this down, if you guys aren't familiar with the stability bunker, I'm going to show you how to build the front of it. If you are, you can go ahead and fast forward the video. Alright, so you have 2 raised triangle foundations. What you're going to do is place down a twig half wall and then another twig half wall on top of that. The top twig, you're going to go ahead and harden that, make it stone, and you're going to put the hard side facing out, and then you're going to break the bottom. And then this is your stability bunker. So in order to seal this bunker, you're going to go ahead and put your twig half wall down, and then your triangle ceiling tile down, and then you're going to go ahead and make it whatever material you want. Now, in the beginning of the wipe, you're going to have this all stone, this area, but what I would recommend doing to it is making it metal eventually. And in order to leave the base and get out of the stability bunker, what you need to do is, before you create the entrance, make sure you have a sleeping bag down inside of here. And then once you have that down, you're going to go ahead and break the twig half wall that you placed in the beginning. What that does is it breaks the ceiling, and once it does that, you can get out of the bunker. Now, before that, you want to make sure to put make your loot rooms, which is 1 half twig wall, 1 square ceiling tile, and then break the bottom twig wall, and then harden that, and then put in your double doorway frame. Once you got that down, you could go ahead and make your loot room, and now you have your own shelf that you built, and you can put all your boxes in there as well. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and put another double doorway frame here. Go ahead and harden that, and then put in a door with another lock on there. And then when you want to seal the bunker, you have to be on the outside, and then, like I showed you before, do all those steps in order to seal the bunker. Now, once you got this down, you're going to go ahead and seal up your other side. Make sure that's hard side out, like that, and then create your other loot room. In order to create that, it's another half wall with a square ceiling tile on the top, and then you go ahead and break that, stone it, and then put your double doorway frame in, harden that, and then you have your loot room. So you got loot rooms on both sides. You can access the TC from either side, and then you could put 2 doors leading to the TC right away. All right, I'm going to put 1 more door down, and then I'll show you a top-down view one more time, and then we'll build your airlock and your second floor. So at this point, you're going to have this down. It has a diamond shape, and this is the base that you'll be living out of as a solo or duo. Now, okay, to build the second floor, you're going to build it within the perimeter of the diamond in the front of the base, not on the squares. And to do this, what you're going to do is put 1 double doorway frame on the left. That's to access your bunker. And then you're going to put 1 hard wall on the right, and then stone that. Once you got this down, you're going to go ahead and put the rest of your double doorway frames. So 1 on the right, 1 on the left. Well, actually, sorry. Just like so. And then now this is what you should have. Okay, once you have that, you're going to fill in the rest of the gaps with a full wall. Once you got that, you're going to put 1 more in the middle, and then make them all stone. Once they're stone, you can start to go ahead and put your double doorway frames inside. Just like so. And even if you want, you can put double doorway frames all around your bunker entrance if you feel like you need to protect it even more. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends if I'm solo or not. It's all up to you, really. If you're with a duo, you know, you got more base defense because you got more people, but this works out. And then you should have something that looks now like this. I'm going to hold it there for a second. You should have it now, and you're good. All right, so once you got this, you're going to go ahead and seal the rest of the bunker with your triangle ceilings. Once you got this, you stone them. Or you can make them metal because that provides more fortifications for a top-down raid for raiders to jump in your base. And always make sure in the beginning to provide yourself a nice little jump up so you can get back in to your bunker. All right, I'm going to finish out my ceiling tiles. And now we're going to go ahead and build our airlock. Now this airlock, I like to call it the branch. The branch is pretty useful in most situations. And what you do to make this is take one square foundation, make sure it's as low as it can go, and then put one triangle foundation in front of that. Go ahead and make those both stone. Once you got that down, you're going to go ahead and put in 3 double doorway frames. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to go ahead and stone those up. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to put a shop front on the right, one on the left, and then 1 double sheet metal door in the front. Once you got that down, you can go ahead and seal that, and then put some single doorway frames on the front triangle, like so. So you have 2 ways to get in your base if you're running from somebody. And then 1 triangle ceiling on the top. Seal that, then you can put your single doors in. And this is pretty useful because then you can use this airlock to kind of juke most people chasing you when you're running into your base. All right, so now you should have something that looks like this. All right, so you got that. Once you got that down, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go above your airlock. You're gonna put 1 square ceiling tile and then 2 solid walls on the left and right. Go ahead and stone those. And then what you're going to do with the opening here is put a double doorway frame. Now what this allows you to do is kind of get a jump on some of the door campers and or have roof access to the front of your base as well. Or put a turret on it. And then that, my friends, is a 2x1 roof bunker base design for the Rust Council Edition. And this is called the Diamond. And I'll give you a top-down view what it looks like. That way you can get kind of the footprint. And that's it. That's all you need in order to build this bunker base. Hopefully this is useful for you. If you guys are new to the channel, drop that sub and like. I'm going to show you how I outfitted my base, and you guys can do the same if you want, but I'm just giving you the design for your very first wipe in the Rust Council Edition. All right, so now that you guys have a top-down view of what the diamond looks like, let's take a look how I've outfitted mine. All right, so like so, I have definitely put a branch on the front of my base, and what I've done on the front is I have the airlock, and I have 2 large boxes and a furnace in the front. Now the furnace acts as a jump up into my bunker, and when people on my team are outside running from people with loot, they can drop the stuff in here. I could take it from them and put them inside of these boxes. Now feel free to, you can leave the video if you don't want to see how I've set this up myself. Now what I've done in order to stop raiders or entice raiders is put in the second floor a triangle shelf, and I put a large box on the top and bottom, and behind them I've put shotgun traps. Now these do have a large hitbox, so it does, when people try to go deep and jump in your base, they do end up taking away a little bit of health from these large boxes, and I got it on both sides of the second floor. But what you could do is put your crap loot in here, repair the box when somebody tries to go deep and gets shot, and you take their loot and take it down into your bunker. So this is kind of what it looks like. You got 2 shotgun traps on the very inside of that. And then I have the second floor outfitted with a repair bench with 2 boxes. And the same setup I mimicked from the front by putting 2 shotgun traps, 2 large boxes. So when people go deep, you can kind of actually tease somebody and lure them in. So if I was some raider and I seen you inside the front of your bunker base here or there, I would see you. I cannot from any angle see these shotgun traps. So you can lure them in and basically they'd get blown away by these shotgun traps, and boom, you got a free bag of loot. You seal the door, go down, take their the geared guys' loot down into your bunker. So in my bunkers, for the entrance, when I seal it, I always have a shotgun trap protecting it. So when you go ahead and I'll show you how I do this. When I seal my bunker, I always make sure my raised foundations are metal and the ceiling tile is either stone or metal, depending on how much resources I have. But when somebody drops down to blow this up and use a C4, because they're not going to use a rocket, obviously, unless they hardwall it, I have a shotgun trap waiting for them. So as soon as they blow this door up and they get past all these shotgun traps, they fall down, they're done. All right, with that being said, I'll show you how my loot rooms are configured. On this side, I had put a research bench with a large box for more storage, and each side has 2 large boxes and 2 small boxes, and you can configure this however you want. Now for the other side of my bunker, I have my furnaces with all my sleeping bags, and the great thing about this is you could fit a level 1 workbench within this triangle outside this door. And when people try to go deep on you, once they get past this shotgun trap and they break this floor out, they are now met with a workbench and a door. If you know they're raiding this side with a workbench on it, you can open this up, and this prevents them from going deep at all. They can't come in. So this is the diamond. Hopefully you guys like it. You can put turrets on here as well. The good thing about this is on the front airlock, that roof access that we put for the front, you can put a turret on the very front triangle. And then on the back, I have 2 turrets as well. Those are quite expensive for solo or duo players, but once you get turrets, these do cover a 360-degree angle around your entire base. So I'll give you one more top-down view, and that's it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I enjoy making base designs for you guys, especially my solo and duo people. I know it's rough for each wipe. That's it for me. Drop a sub and a like. I'm your boy Razor from RazorTube. You can check out the other Boyfriend Squad members at BioLaser and Jade Monkey in the description below. And that's it for my roof bunker base design for the Rust Council Edition. I'll see you guys later. All right, one more thing before I let you guys go that I didn't want to forget is the upkeep for this base is, let me get it for you, 2,000, about 2,300 stone and 520 metal frags. So that's the upkeep for it. Now you can implement honeycomb onto your base. So what you would do for that is you leave your shop fronts open, but you put triangle frames around or foundations around the outside. And some squares, obviously, because you have that built within your design. And then leave this wide open and you're good to go. So once you got that down, it kind of looks like this. And you should be good. Now, if you want to put some honeycomb in front of your shop fronts, it's not going to hurt you. It's only going to fortify your base, so you can always do that if you want. I just don't recommend it only because of you want to be able to see people door camping you. But if you want to put it in the way, you can, and you could always just use the shop front as another piece of honeycomb. It's up to you to make that decision. But this is the diamond. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.